Repent now because the end of the world has come as foretold by the Holy Bible. The government of the beast that will put his 666 mark on people has started. One world government has started. 5G spreads coronavirus. Bill Gates released the coronavirus. These and many more are conspiracy theories that have continued to constitute a pandemic of a different kind. This video is not meant to debunk these theories because of a truth. There is absolutely no need for that, because the current happenings are not first-time events. If you watch QFact's History of Pandemic series, you'll find that very many other pandemics with international coverage like the coronavirus have occurred in the past. Back then, there were propounded theories just like we have now, and here we are today still living our ordinary lives. Man, as an intelligent animal, would always seek to have an explanation for happenings around him. This thirst for meaning always drives him to seek out logical explanations to events that defy his basic understanding, so in most cases, man would concoct alternate realities when they're inclined to suspect the official explanations given by the authorities. In this age of the world as a global village, these alternate realities often spread faster than the official ones, thanks to the ever-present social media and the World Wide Web. The resources in the world is enough to make every citizen of the earth to live a very comfortable life, but because of the innate lust for power and fame, corruption thrives, and as such, man has created a socio-economically stratified society that is so unbalanced, one where some humans live below $1 a day, while some have businesses that span across international boundaries. This has thus created a veritable ground for the propagation and the healthy spread of conspiracy theories. The groups most prone to conspiracy theorizing are those in the lower socioeconomic strata, those whose daily lives are determined by the actions of others whose selfish activities only place in more disadvantaged position continually. To these, looking up to God the sustainer of the sufferer and a healthy dose of conspiracy theories is all that they have to satisfy their thirst for meaning. The present pandemic has resulted in the explosion of and viral spread of one conspiracy theory after another. Daniel Jolly, a social psychologist from Northumbria University, sums it all in a statement. He said, "Where people are feeling powerless, anxious and threatened, conspiracy theories can offer some relief. When a people have been led to the belief that the authorities don't have their interest at heart, when they feel that they actually have no say in the charting of their tomorrow, when they have been continually relegated to an out-group, when their faith in the system have become eroded. It's a natural response to suspect everything emanating from such an authority. A conspiracy is seen at every front. With these conspiracy theories, they believe that they now understand the shadowy plans and intentions of the powers that be. They now know what's really happening." Let us take a look at some of the most common conspiracy theories. The book of Revelation in the Holy Bible tells of a beast that, at a point in man's existence, will take charge of world affairs, ruling the world with an iron fist, marking all of humanity with his sign, 666. Many churches theorize that the coronavirus pandemic is simply the initiation of this supreme leader's regime. The theory states that the mark of the beast 666 is symbolic and that the actual mark is going to be placed on humans through the vaccine against the coronavirus. According to this theory, the vaccine is going to be laced with a high-tech chip that will be injected into people. There is a version of this theory that postulates that the chip will have character and mind control capabilities. Through this, the beast will be able to make everyone do his bidding without any resistance. Another theory has it that the present COVID-19 pandemic is the result of the introduction of the 5G network. This group of believers will even try to pinpoint the beginning of the spread of COVID-19 to the introduction of 5G telephony network in China. The interesting part of this conspiracy theory is that it has many angles. One version of the 5G theory has it that the mast releases a lot of high-intensity radiation, which causes cancer to a certain group of individuals. Another version has it that the radiation weakens the immune system through the weakening of man's battle-ready white blood cells, thus leaving man prone to disease infestation. Then yet another version theorizes that there is actually nothing like a COVID-19 virus. According to this school of thought, people have been dying from the effects of the 5G radiation poisoning of their bodies. The 5G COVID-19 relationship was first muted by a Belgian doctor in an interview with a local newspaper. Though the news report was retracted 24 hours later, the theory blossomed into a full-fledged conspiracy theory, which has spread all over the globe and is still growing strong by the day. This theory has led to the burning of 5G masts in many countries around the world. Another theory features Wuhan, China greatly. This theory, as with conspiracy theories, has various versions too. In one version, the virus originated from bats and infected people in Wuhan, China. Another version has it that the COVID-19 virus leaked from a laboratory in Wuhan, China. Yet another version has it that the Chinese government deliberately released the COVID-19 virus in their war for supremacy with the United States of America. Proponents of this theory are always quick to support their claim with the carnage that the COVID-19 is wreaking in America presently, with over 100,000 deaths from the virus. The US president's labeling of the virus publicly as a Chinese virus has not helped matters either.
Some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus?
It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China. I want to be accurate.
This next conspiracy theory is one that sets a dangerous precedence. Thanks to Providence that the world is no longer in the Cold War era, otherwise this theory probably would have resulted in a world taut with tension and fear of imminent collapse of world peace. This conspiracy theory points to a Beijing covert bioweapons program. The postulation is that the Chinese government intentionally released the COVID-19 virus, product of Wuhan Institute of Virology, the purported research wing of the Beijing covert bioweapons program. When the Washington Examiner first aired this theory, it didn't really develop any potentials, but when U.S. Senator Tom Cotton, Republican Arkansas, picked on it and politicized it, another conspiracy theory was born. Now that the Americans had had their way propounding their own conspiracy theory, the Chinese government also set in motion their own version of conspiracy theory. In a tweet by the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhao Lijian, he said it's possible that the US military brought the virus to Wuhan. This conspiracy theory has it that the US military personnel brought the virus to China during the 2019 Military World Games in Wuhan, the October 2019 season of the game. So the Chinese dubbed the virus the USA virus. Bill Gates, one of the richest individuals on the planet, has found himself in the eye of the COVID-19 conspiracy theory storm. Bill Gates, who criticized the defunding of the World Health Organization because of what it could cause the world, is suddenly the villain in the unfolding COVID-19 pandemic saga. The New York Times reports that, following the release of Bill Gates' 2015 TED Talk video, where he discussed the impact of Ebola and the danger the world could face in the event of a new pandemic due to the lack of preparedness exhibited by health authorities around the world, right-wing pundits like QAnon used this video to support their claims that he had foreknowledge of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The failure to prepare could allow the next epidemic to be dramatically more devastating than Ebola. The source of the virus could be a natural epidemic like Ebola, or it could be bioterrorism. Let's look at a model of a virus spread through the air like the Spanish flu back in 1918. So here's what would happen. It would spread throughout the world very, very quickly. And you can see there's over 30 million people die from that epidemic.
Another variant of this conspiracy theory goes even further. This version has it that Bill Gates plans to vaccinate the world's population, and thus through the vaccination program implant digital microchips, through which he will somehow manipulate people. Yet another theory cites Bill Gates as trying to rake in billions of dollars by being the sole producer of the vaccine that saves the world population from coronavirus that he released. Today, man is faced with a constant battle to control the spread of these deadly microscopic neighbors of man. This COVID-19 pandemic is just another of such viruses that have been able to negatively impact on humanity because of our poor management of issues relating to the proliferation of such dangerous microbes. People may see a Chinese virus or a USA virus. They may see Bill Gates' paw print on the COVID-19 pandemic. They may even see 666 written all over the present pandemic. But one fact remains indisputable: the world have seen many pandemic of this magnitude in its past. Conspiracy theories were also postulated, then too, the conspiracy theories remained exactly what they were. Conspiracy theories. Man eventually transcended the pandemic. Though thousands died, man continues to dominate the earth. We are in a period of a pandemic. As long as we take precautions, we shall get over this pandemic as we have done since before Christ. Thank you for watching.